It's day one of my 30-day dope fast. For the next 30 days, I'll be fasting from cheap dopamine by avoiding substances and behaviors that I've become reliant on for pleasure.
For me, it's gambling, marijuana, binge tech, binge eating, and pornography. All of these are traps that you feel immense amount of pleasure while doing, but at the end of the day, leave you feeling empty. One of the keys to a dope fast is really putting limiters in place, right? Make sure you block all those pornographic websites. Make sure you exclude yourself from the gambling websites. Make sure that you don't have access to junk food and that you're forced to cook your food and take real pride in the process. I think everyone has to look inside to understand which substances, behaviors, activities no longer serve them in the way that they thought they would. Sure, they bring us pleasure in the moment. What's the price that we pay on the back end? Day one was all about, traveling, getting to my destination, setting everything up for me, getting to the cabin, making sure that I know how I'm gonna prepare my meals. Even those minute tasks came with their own surge of pleasure and surge of dopamine because all of this is so new. Right now, my dopamine levels are actually pretty high because I'm going through the experience of anticipation of change. This is day one of a transformation, and so there's a lot of good feelings that come about with this expectation of change. But then also the idea that I travel to a new destination, my brain is in vacation mode. It thinks that we're taking a break, and seeing all this beautiful nature around me has been just quite dopamine inducing. So the real pain is going to come, in the next few days when my dopamine baseline isn't met with the surge, and typically that surge is met with the gambling or the pornography or the binge eating or the binge tech, but right now I don't have access to those things. And what's going to happen is I'm going to go through some pain. I'm going to go through some withdrawal. I'm going to go through the emotions that are going to come that I usually am able to mute with the pleasures. But now, that introspection is going to have to be faced head on. It's going to have to occur. I'm going to have to face regret and shame and all these things. And um, it's just a million times better than the alternative of staying in that loop of pain and pleasure to avoid growth. So yeah, night is coming on day one, and I feel really satisfied with my choice to be here. Of course, like I'm embarking on a journey of change, and I think this would excite almost anybody. It's going to be an experience, and I think a great one, and one that I've prepared myself for logistically. But of course, I've never been through it. Right?